Hi there.
Hey everybody, it's Travel Tip Tuesday webinar night for us. This is maybe the third one we've had in May, and the fourth or fifth webinar we've done to the consumers. But hey, all of this is done to get you all thinking about vacations. There will be a time, we don't know when or what it'll look like, but there will be vacations opening up. A lot of things are opening up.
That's right.
The good news is restaurants are opening up. We had our first, we went out to lunch yesterday at a real restaurant.
We got a massage last
Oh,
night.
spas are opening up. You know, you see, now, which is best? Barbershops and hairstylists are opening up.
Tomorrow's my day.
And earlier, late last week was mine, even though it still looks like, but
He's got furry face.
I can't find my razor.
I know.
Well, it's time. I mean, why not? What the heck, huh?
Hey, Mark, did you know that it was National Wine Day?
Today is?
Well, no, actually, it's from March 1st through December 31st, 2020.
I think that's fair. I'm all in favor of that. I'll vote for.
I just saw that.
Well, we've been doing these Travel Tip Tuesday webinars for you to get some ideas of closer to home vacations, because everybody is telling us, in the experts in the industry, that the American consumer generically, or statistically, as far as the masses go, will be a little more interested in staying a little closer to home early on before they venture out overseas. So we've been doing, gosh, Mimi, I think we started 2 weeks ago, Cinco de Mayo, right? We did something on all-inclusive vacations in Mexico. And then last week we did the national parks and scenic vacations, fall foliage, things all around the United States, which was really fun. It's fun to learn about this sort of thing. But today we're going to go to.
I'm super excited about this one today because we want to take our grandkids to both places. So we're going to just have to figure out, flip a coin and see which we take them to first. So,
well, we've been to both places and they're both fabulous. And it's the two icons that you will know from Universal Parks and Resorts and Disney Vacations. So we've got Al Johnston with Universal Parks and Resort that will be on first, and then Tammy Spa with Disney will be on right after that. We most certainly appreciate the representatives like Al and Tammy taking time to share with you some of the things going on. Now, you're probably going to ask, and you hope to hear, when are they going to open up? What's it going to look like? Things like that. There's a lot of things that they don't know. We don't know yet, but we do know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. There's a lot of good things happening, as we talked about. Maybe we've seen a lot more vacations being booked just in the last 2 weeks than we did throughout the month of April and part of March.
I just saw a statistic today that Southwest posted that they had more bookings than cancellations, and so that was like pretty exciting.
Yeah. Isn't that a crazy thing to say? You get excited about that, but that's kind of what it is. That's where we are too.
We get excited to see an airplane fly over. There's a Southwest flight. So.
Mimi has our grandson Chavi and our granddaughter Ariella. Every time a plane goes by, doesn't matter what airline it is, they go, "We love Southwest."
We love our friends at Southwest. So anyway,
well, we hope you're doing well. We're going to be ready for you when you're ready for that vacation, wherever it is, whatever kind of vacation you want, ocean cruise, river cruise, land-based vacation, all-inclusive resort. But tonight we're going to talk about Universal Parks and Resorts and Disney, and I can't wait to talk about both. You're going to hear a lot of fabulous things tonight.
So we're going to try to switch this over without messing it up. So we'll see here.
We're learning, aren't we?
Okay, we're going to give this to
Al Johnston.
Bear with me 1 second.
And here I am. Let's see here. We're just waiting for the switch over. We'll get started.
Let's see here. Bear with me 1 second here.
Okay, on that note, I believe we are on the air and you're able to see my screen. And with that said, let me get started. So first of all, thank you so much for the introduction and for inviting me to do this webinar, Mimi and Mark, and everyone there at Cruise Holidays of Kansas City. I'm actually Al Johnson, located in the Northeast, and I work with Universal. Been working with them for about, 12, 13 years, and been in the travel industry for quite a bit of time. Now, I'm going to talk specifically about Universal Orlando, although, of course, we do have Universal Hollywood. And the only thing I'm going to mention about Hollywood right now is that they're more of a film studio with an amusement park attached on the side. Of course, we do sell packages and everything to Hollywood, but Universal Orlando, we're all amusement park. And there's quite a bit of Universal as far as the destination, and we're going to talk about the entire destination here in a second. First of all, one thing that we mention to everyone when it comes to our destination, it's more of a mindset than an age. And the reason we say that is that no matter whether you're in the category of a baby boomer, Generation X, Y, or Z, pretty much, everyone kind of overlaps in that area. My apology here, my screen went forward a little bit too fast. And pretty much we all have accepted, embraced, and even enjoyed experiences of fun and storylines and icons, no matter what generation you're in. But of course, we also enjoy the technology. As far as our destination, I've always kind of mentioned that, our best age for Universal Orlando is 42 inches old, but in reality, it really could be pretty much of any age. And here's a good example. We have here on the left side an image of Sue's Trolley Tram, which you can see a lot of adults are riding it with children and without children. And on the right-hand side, you have one of our newest attractions, Skull Island Reign of Kong, which is kind of scary and spooky, but the age or the height requirement is only 36 inches high or tall. So you can kind of see that there is a lot of different attractions that kind of fit both young and old and everyone in between. I'm going to take a little bit of time here to kind of go over our destination and kind of give you a review of who we are now, because a lot of people that have visited Universal went there when we only had one theme park. Well, it's changed quite a bit since then. As a matter of fact, we started off with Universal Studios, and that opened, back in the year 1990, and then we ended up in 1999 opening up Islands of Adventure. And then most recently, of course, in the last few years, we opened up Volcano Bay. So we have a total of 3 theme parks on our premises. We are set up like a college campus setting. Everything's within walking distance, making it very manageable to maneuver your way through the theme parks in our destination. We also have a total of 8 hotels. On the far left over here is the Surfside Inn and Suite, and these 2 hotels, which is also the Dockside Inn and Suite, we refer to this area as the Endless Summer Resort. We opened up Surfside last summer, and we will be opening up Endless Summer Resort here in the near future. We also have Aventura, Cabana Bay Beach, Sapphire, Royal Pacific, the Hard Rock, and the Portofino. And pretty much we have every price range you can think of, from value to our premium properties as well. One thing that surprises a lot of people, as I was sharing earlier about us being a very manageable destination, is how we're laid out. That college campus setting, everything's within walking distance. As a matter of fact, if you wanted to walk from the entrance of Universal Studios to Islands of Adventure, it's less than 4-minute walking distance. The theme parks are truly side by side next to each other. We do have also the theme parks connected with the Hogwarts Express, which I'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the presentation. In front of both theme parks, you have City Walk. Now at City Walk, you could actually stand at the lagoon area and truly see the entrance to both theme parks. That's how close everything is. Now at City Walk, it's very family focused during the day. You have restaurants and shopping, and it's all pedestrian traffic. There's no vehicles in the area. But then at nighttime, at 10 o'clock in the evening, it shifts gear. It's really intended for those at 21 and over. The entire resort, you don't have to worry about transportation because there's bus service connecting everything. And we have select properties such as Sapphire, Royal Pacific, Portofino, and Hard Rock that do have a water taxi that connects them as well. Now, Volcano Bay is just across the street from Islands of Adventure, and if I were to take a walk to that area to get to Cabana and Aventura, which are adjacent to Volcano, that would be like maybe a 21-minute walk. Kind of gives you an understanding, again, of how it's laid out. And then if I were to take the walkways in the opposite direction, it would be no more than a 14-minute walk to get to the Portofino Hotel. So again, everything very close to each other. Now, our theme parks are a half an hour away from the airport, and we're a half an hour away from most other theme park destinations in Orlando as well. Universal Studios, I'm going to go ahead and dive into this theme park. This theme park was opened up in 1990. Pretty much it's where we have, the movies have become real. You know, we kind of dive you into the action and the adventure of your favorite movies and TV shows. As a matter of fact, when you walk in, you're going to see these arches of Universal Studios. And when you enter, the entire area looks like sound stages, like where you would go and actually make a movie. But in reality, of course, there's different rides. We have numerous of rides, everything from Despicable Me, which is 3D, to roller coasters. We actually do have also in this area during the daily, I should say, we do have parades, character parades that we perform about 5 o'clock every day. And in the lagoon area, we do also have a show that closes out the theme park in the evening hours on a daily basis during the peak periods, and then during the shoulder periods, sometimes it's on select nights during the week. Now, one thing I recommend to everyone when you come to our destination, make sure you download the mobile app, because the mobile app will give you lots of functionality. It does give you the ride times and wait times of particular rides. It also has a rider's guide, so if you have any kind of back issues or any type of medical issues, you could go ahead and pretty much look at the rider's guide. It will give you a description of the ride, and so that way you can determine whether or not you should do that ride. Also, as part of the app, they do allow now on select rides, and it's expanding and will expand pretty fast here in the near future. We have virtual queues where you actually use the app to clock in for a ride, and then the app will notify you when it's your time to do the ride. That way, when you show up, you're not waiting in line. You'll actually get through the process fairly quickly. The wait is no more than 10 minutes when you have a virtual line queue. Of course, Universal is the destination for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. We have done extremely well. This image here is of Diagon Alley. And the reason we've done so well with Harry Potter is because it's not Universal's interpretation, but truly it's J.K. Rowling's interpretation. Everything that we do within the Wizarding World of Harry Potter has the stamp, the approval stamp of J.K. Rowling's, and so it's truly authentic to her storyline, not Universal's storyline. Harry Potter has really been a phenomenon, a global phenomenon out there. Warner Brothers themselves, actually, they had over $7.7 billion of sales within the box office. As a matter of fact, there's all kinds of cool stuff within Diagon Alley. You could go into Nocturne Alley, the Leaky Cauldron, which is a great place to have breakfast. And we actually have packages that the agents could go ahead and build for you that include these components. And that would be the Harry Potter package, for example. We also have Ollivanders, where, again, they're the makers of fine wands. It's just as it appears in the movies, you will enter these stores and these shops and experience everything that you would see up on the screen. We actually have all kinds of shopping there for you as well, like the Weasley's Wizards, Wheezes, novelty items, and magical joke shop, all kinds of fun stuff for the family to enjoy. Now, the primary ride within this area is Harry Potter and the Escape from GRINGOTTS. It is a kind of a forward ride, technology-wise, physical sets with motion-based tracks. Pretty much you're getting in a vehicle where it starts off possibly as a little roller coaster and then stops, and then it turns into a 3D type of experience, and it keeps going back and forth. It's actually quite an incredible ride. And also, by the way, depending on where you sit on the roller coaster ride or the ride itself, it gives you a different experience. So it's pretty cool. It's one of those kind of attractions you want to go back and do over and over again. At Universal Studios, we have rides, again, for everyone. Everything from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. We have Despicable Me Minion Mayhem, where you can go ahead and see the storylines in adorable 3D type of show. Transformers, which is a 3D ride. Revenge of the Mummy, which is an indoor roller coaster. Hollywood Red White Rocket. It never goes upside down, and yet it's a cool experience. It goes high if you're into coasters, but really neat about it is that you're able to pick your own music and listen to your own music while you're taking the actual roller coaster ride. And we did open up a couple of years ago the Fast and the Furious Supercharged, which is also a really neat ride. And of course, there's attractions for the entire family to enjoy. We will be opening up Bourne's Tentacular. So it was about to open here in the recent past, but we've delayed the opening, of course. We have the Simpsons ride, Men in Black, E.T. Adventure, which is an old nostalgic ride for us, Shrek 4D, and Race New York with Jimmy Fallon, which is one of our newer rides that we have added here to Universal Studios. Again, don't forget, the app is very important for some of these rides, such as Jimmy Fallon. That way you can go ahead and make sure that you make the most of your time and do the virtual queue line. Now, once you finish Universal Studios, which, by the way, most of the rides tend to be indoors in this theme park, you could go ahead and head on over, providing you have a park-to-park ticket, on the Hogwarts Express and go from Diagon Alley, or better yet, King's Crossing, within Diagon Alley, over to Islands of Adventure, or more so, Hogsmeade, which is part of the Wizarding World. Remember, you do need to have park-to-park tickets, and the experience is pretty cool because when you take the train in one direction, you're able to see a storyline unfold in front of you, and when you take it in the opposite direction, there is a different storyline for you to see as well. Now, we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about Islands of Adventure before we get into the Wizarding World of Harry Potter again, but we're very proud of Islands of Adventure because for the 5th year in a row, we have won the #1 amusement park in the world by Traveler's Choice or TripAdvisor. Now, these are people voting for us, and they have given us an incredible accolade 5 times straight in a row, so we're very happy about that. Now, most of the rides at Islands of Adventure tend to be outdoors. We do have a couple of coasters over here, and it's all pretty much in one big circular motion here. You have, of course, have the Marvel character island area. You have Toon Lagoon. You have, of course, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter back here, and the Lost Continent, and of course, Seuss Landing. So you have these different areas that you can go ahead and explore. But when you get across on the Hogwarts Express, this is what you're going to be entering. You're going to be entering the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And it's a great castle that we have there, which is, of course, in the city of Hogsmeade. The Hogsmeade area looks just like this. And in Hogsmeade, it was opened in June of 2010. And here you could go ahead and go into also Alavinder's Wand Shop, but there's interactive wands that people could enjoy. But you also have the Three Broomsticks, a restaurant where you could have breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You also have, of course, the Honeyduke's Candy Shop and all kinds of other little shops to enjoy. As a matter of fact, I encourage everyone to make sure you bring your phone book with you, with your address book, I should say, because here in Hogsmeade, you can go ahead and send postcards with an official Hogsmeade post stamp to your family, and we're actually one of the 2 locations now in the world that have this. The other one, of course, is in Hollywood. But it's such a cool experience for someone to receive a Hogsmeade post-stamped postcard, just like it happened in the movies, just how it happened with Harry Potter. Now, the castle itself has one of the primary rides as well, called Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. Walking through the castle, you're able to go ahead and enjoy so many different things to see and hear. You have, of course, Dumbledore's office and the talking portraits of the founding fathers. And then you get to the actual ride, which is, of course, the Harry Potter and Forbidden Journey ride. It is an award-winning, first-of-a-kind type of attraction. We use state-of-the-art technology, and pretty much you're going to be boarding the Enchanted Bench and taking a ride with Harry through his world and having a fun journey. Now, this last year, we did open up Hagrid's Magical Motorbike Adventure roller coaster ride. It is a cool ride. It does not go very high. It doesn't go upside down. It does have some speed, and you actually select from a sidecar or motorbike that you get on board. And it's got some speed to it. It really does sound like a motorbike, and you're able to travel and see different creatures within the Forbidden Forest. A very cool ride. Everyone has loved it. As a matter of fact, we won some great accolades as a result of it. We won the 2020 Theme Park Insiders Award for Best New Roller Coaster. And although we have talked a lot about the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, there are so many other attractions to see within our theme park of Islands of Adventure. Everything from the Adventures of Spider-Man, which is a 3D experience. It has all kinds of really wicked type of creatures that come out and give you a great show. The Incredible Hulk coaster, that's one of my favorite roller coasters, simply because it shoots you out at 60 miles per hour and you're upside down before you even know it. And it just has a great many loops, a great experience as you're taking the coaster ride. Of course, we talked a little bit about Skull Island, Reign of Kong. Just like it appears in movies, you are going into Skull Island, having a 3D experience, and seeing King Kong himself while you're going through see all these different creatures and dinosaurs and spiders and so forth that are in the jungle. And of course, Jurassic Park River Adventure is one of our rides that we've had for some time, but it's an incredible ride that has great scenery. It's very has an incredible drop at the very end, as you can see with this one image. Fun ride for everyone to enjoy. And again, rides and attractions for the entire family to enjoy. Everything from water rides such as Dudley Do Ride Ripsaw Falls to storylines such as Cat in the Hat that everyone grew up with for the kids to enjoy. Small coaster, Flight of the Hippogriff for kids, and the Raptor Encounter, which of course Blue, the Raptor, is the one that gives you great photo opportunities. It's incredible how real this Raptor looks. Now let's go ahead and venture into Volcano Bay. In Volcano Bay, the water park, this opened up in 2017. It has done extremely well for us. It is open year-round and it has heated pools. As a matter of fact, when you enter the water park, it's pretty much set up like this. You have these different little sections, and in the center, of course, is the volcano. It's very immersive. The Waturi tribe, it's themed as a Waturi tribe, who is inviting you in to enjoy their spiritual environments. You know, they're spiritual voyagers that traveled from island to island in the Pacific, and they're inviting you now to enjoy their island. There's great waterfalls during the day that come down from the volcano, and then at night, the colors and the lighting makes it look like there's volcano that's actually flowing down. What's really neat about the water park as well is that you don't have to carry tubes around. Those tubes are always waiting for you at the very top of each ride. As a matter of fact, they added some technology called Tapu Tapu, which means you link it up to the Universal app, and you could go ahead and use this wristband to go ahead and tap for the virtual lines, because you don't have to wait in lines here either. All the rides within the water park have virtual lines already. You go ahead, use your wristband to pay for items and to unlock your locker. So it has lots of different functionality. We have rides and attractions that have very cool technology, such as the Aqua Coaster. It's a roller coaster on water that does go upwards and downwards, and it's all magnetic. So we really use some really sophisticated type of technology. And we also have all kinds of other attractions where the entire family could enjoy, everything from winding rivers, rafts, and of course the beach. We do lead the Orlando theme parks as far as the number of rides, whether it be multi-passenger, thrill-seeking rides, family attractions, a combination of everything. We really do lead other water parks from the Orlando area. I mentioned to you about City Walk, which is right in front of both theme parks. So it's during the day, again, very family focused, all kinds of restaurants and shops, everything from Cowfish and, of course, the Toothsome Chocolate Factory Emporium, which is a great place to go. Lots of savory type of foods, Margaritaville, so all kinds of options for people to enjoy. The nightlife at City Walk also, when you stayed at one of our on-site properties, by staying at an on-site property, you pretty much don't have to pay a cover charge at any of the evening venues. You simply just show your room key and they give you access to the venue. But all kinds of different nightlife, whether it be from dance clubs or live entertainment. We have Rising Star, which is a karaoke, but with a twist because we have a real band and backup singers up there to help the individual who wants to sing, perform, and really shine. The entire City Walk area has 12 full-service venues, quick service venues. We have a total of 16, and of course, other types of entertainment as well. Everything from nightclubs, drive-in golfs. We have a theater there in case customers want to go ahead and enjoy a movie with the family. And also the Blue Man Group. It's another option that could be incorporated into a vacation package. Of course, special events at Universal, there's all kinds of different special events. So many people will plan their trip to our destination based on the special events as well. So for example, we do have Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is this year. I'll tell you what happened this year because next year's information has not been posted yet. But it'll be very comparable as far as timeline and so forth. But this year it began on the 1st of February, and it lasted up until the almost up until the 2nd of April. At least that was the intent of it. But so we have it usually during that same time period every year. At Mardi Gras, you're going to be able to see parades, and actually many guests can go ahead and actually be on a float and be part of the parade. So there's ways of registering for that should you want to do that. And many people, of course, would be selected for that. It's a great family experience. That happens at Universal Studios there in Florida. So in that particular theme park with lots of food, authentic food from Mardi Gras. And all the beads, of course, that you could enjoy. Now, in addition to that, we also include on select days of the week, usually it's a Friday or a Saturday, we have concerts that we bring in. So to kind of give you an idea of some of the concerts that we had listed for this year, it started off again February 1st with the Roots, and the last concert that we had actually was the 14th of March for this year. You can kind of have an idea of the different types of groups. Now, these concerts are free of charges, and so is Mardi Gras. So if you're in the theme park on that day, you could enjoy all of this as part of your admission ticket. And here's, of course, a good example of some of the delicious food that they actually offer during the Mardi Gras period. Another event, now this is a separate ticket item, and so this is not a part of your regular admission, but these admissions or these type of tickets can be added to a package, is our Halloween Horror Nights. I will let you know this is a PG-13 type of experience. This year it's scheduled to be from September 10th through November 1st. And we have really done very well. We keep winning all kinds of accolades for our event. And it's about scaring you. It's about making sure that Universal, they've done really well in the movies, but they want to make sure that they are able to make your skin crawl when you go to this event. It has haunted houses, scare zones, and all kinds of live entertainment. We have a couple of shows at every event, and this last year we had, or this coming year, I think we're going to have 10 houses, possibly 11. They haven't been announced yet. Last year it was 10 houses. Again, it's a PG-13. They do not allow costumes in there, but the haunted houses are just incredible. We team up with some of the movie making, not just our own, but from other franchises as well, as we use their storylines to build our haunted houses and so forth. So they're very authentic in their style. Don't forget, it is a separate ticketed item, so definitely it's something if you want to incorporate into your package and travel during that time of year, you definitely would want to go ahead and pre-book as early as possible because we do sell out for our Halloween event. Next is our holidays. Now, the holidays right now it's scheduled from November 14th through January 3rd. There is no separate ticket for the holidays. Pretty much when you go into the theme parks, we have the holiday festivities in both theme parks. So pretty much in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, we map the castle out. We have all kinds of shows every night during the holiday period. And also, we have decor, shows, the parades, for example. We have the Macy's Day floats along with some of our own individual character floats that do the parade itself. We have the Grinch Who Stole Christmas and the play at Islands of Adventure. And of course, the Grinch is out there along with all the Who people within Sue's Landing. All kinds of fun stuff for the families to enjoy. You could incorporate also various type of components such as a character breakfast with the Grinch during this time period. As a matter of fact, this last year it sold out fairly quickly, so it's a very popular product. We also have concerts during this time of year. So during select nights, you actually are able to go in there and see the Mannheim Steamroller. So all kinds of fun stuff. I'm going to go ahead and jump into now our resorts to kind of give you an understanding of how our hotels feel and look like. We do have various types of options, and each hotel has its own theming and its own feel. So for example, first of all, let me tell you about some of the benefits of staying at one of our on-site hotels. One of the key benefits that is exclusive to select hotels is our Express Pass ride access. So pretty much our premier properties, which is the Hard Rock, the Portofino, and the Royal Pacific, those three properties, when you stay there, you, in a sense, don't have to wait in line when you go inside a theme park. As part of your stay at those properties, your room key allows you to have access to a separate line that allows you to get to the front of the line at most attractions. As a matter of fact, almost all attractions, with a few exceptions, have Express Pass lanes. Pretty much in the middle of summer, when the lines are an hour and a half to 2 hours long, it will shave off 75% of your wait time automatically just by showing that room key. Usually you're waiting for the next ride to show up as you're waiting, so you're not waiting very long at all. It's also unlimited, meaning if you like the ride and you want to bypass it over and over again, you can. So in a sense, you really are having a complete different experience when you stay at those properties and you have this feature and benefit as part of your stay. Now, all guests that are staying at all properties, they do get early park admission into our theme parks. And also, the priority seating applies to our premier properties. You are able to go ahead and get priority seating within the restaurants within City Walk. At Universal, when it comes to dining, you don't have to worry about pre-planning your dining way in advance. You actually could go ahead and enjoy dining options just pretty much with the old system where they ask for your phone number and they text you when your table is ready. It works very simple and it's worked very well. We do have merchandise delivery as well to the rooms, as long as it's done 24 hours prior to your actual departure date. Otherwise, they will have the merchandise waiting for you at the exit area at one of the little shops, and they identify those for you when you purchase whatever merchandise you do purchase in the parks. Of course, we talked about transportation. We do have transportation resort-wide. It's all complimentary, so there's different options there depending on which property you're staying. We do have that City Walk All Access Club access, which means you stay at the hotels, you show your room key at those venues in City Walk that have the live entertainment and the way to cover fees for you. And you also have resort-wide charging privileges. You don't have to carry your wallets around. You can leave that all in the safe and just charge everything back to your room if you choose to do so. The hotel categories that we offer is Premier. Our Premier is the highest category that we offer, and that's for the Portofino, the Hard Rock, and the Royal Pacific. Then we have Preferred, which is our Sapphire Falls, and we'll talk all about these because they all have a different feel and vibe. Cabana and then Aventura would be our prime value. And last but not least would be our value, which is our Surfside and Dockside Inn and Suites. Now, Portofino Bay Hotel, as you can see, it is all about Italy. This is the Piazza area. The boats actually dock customers off here in this area, but in the Piazza area, it's very roomy. As a matter of fact, this is the courtyard. The arrival part of the building is on the other side. And here, in this balcony, in the evening hours, they will go ahead and serenade our customers as they're enjoying their coffee and or their wine during the Piazza. We do win all kinds of accolades for hotels. Matter of fact, we won the 2020 Theme Park Insiders Award for the best luxury hotel of this hotel. A lot of people don't realize that one of the reasons we have the Portofino is because one of our advisors, Steven Spielberg, had been to Italy, and when he came back, he showed us an image of a Portofino, and he said, you know what, you really should build something in the image of this destination, and we did. It's a beautiful property. As a matter of fact, when you look at it, you'll be able to see how the rooms look like. The rooms tend to be larger at this property. We do have on the far right-hand side, you can see the kids suite that's all based on Minions. Kids suites means that it's a room with 2 twin beds attached to a second room that has a king-size bed. So that would be a kid suite configuration. We do have 3 pools at this hotel. We have great dining. As a matter of fact, on the bottom left-hand side there, that image, that's Mama Della's. Mama herself is serving. You have singers coming around serenading the tables, and the food is just incredible. It's just fantastic. Also, we have the spa here. And of course, and at our properties, if you're staying at either the Prime Value, Preferred, or Premier, if you stay at one property, you're able to enjoy the facilities of the other properties, whether it be the pool and or the spas as well. Now, the Hard Rock Hotel, as you can see, it reminds me of the album of Hotel California, because it's pretty much that same building. It's a place that if you want to go ahead and enjoy the vibe, this is the place to go to. If you're looking for quiet, this is not the place to go to, because there is music in the common area throughout the entire day and into the early evening hours. It is the closest to our theme park. It's only 6-minute walking distance to the City Walk and the theme park of Universal Studios. Has lots of stylish rooms. As a matter of fact, they have over $1 million of memorabilia laid out through the entire resort, and they do have all kinds of really cool additional features that they offer. For example, on the left side, you could see an image of a young girl there playing the guitar, because they will loan the guitar to individuals with the amplifier and even headsets. They have 30 really cool guitars that they'll loan out. Now, a customer does have to go ahead and put a deposit down, but again, it's a good way of having fun if you're into music and you're a musician of sorts. We do actually have concerts that play in the lobby as well. As a matter of fact, right here in the center image on the very top, that is our kid suite with their own little stage there if they want to perform. And even in the pool area, you can listen to music as you're swimming underneath the water. A true, really fun property to stay at. Now, a lot of families with small kids tend to gravitate to the Royal Pacific because the 3 properties that we just reviewed have that Express Pass Unlimited as part of the stay. So here at the Royal Pacific, it is 1,000 rooms that you're able to select from, with different types of room categories, everything from suites to standard rooms. Our standard rooms will sleep up to 5 people, which would be 2 queen beds and a sofa bed and or a rollaway. Here we do have kids suites, which have a Jurassic World theme to them. And we also have, of course, a luau here at this property. And they do offer also a Minion character breakfast. This property also has, of course, a huge pool. Now, out of all of the properties, excuse me, this is one of the properties that does not have a water slide. Pretty much all of our properties except this one and our Aventura. Those are the only 2 that don't have water slides, but they do have a kids' water gun playground area. Now, Sapphire Falls, excuse me, is our preferred property, and it is based on the Caribbean theme. As a matter of fact, the water taxis is the back area. You can see how the water taxis dock over there, and you're looking into the lobby area back here. Of course, that is the that's on the 3rd floor. Now, this property from here on does not offer the Express Pass Unlimited feature. Now, we do sell that as a standalone item, but of course, sometimes it's just best to stay at the property that has that because it turns out to be a better price overall. But we do have this option. We have many other options when it comes to lower prices for hotel room stays. Has a huge pool. This particular property has pretty much about 1,600 square feet in pool area, and the rooms pretty much are really designed to give you that sail away to sweet dreams kind of a feel. The strong water tavern there is the image in the center. We have a rum bar and a ceviche bar there, over 100 different flavors of rum for people to choose from, with many vintage ones. Our next property, now we're getting into the prime value here, and that's Cabana Bay Beach Resort. This is where the Brady Bunch would stay. This is our mid-century, modern style, early 50s, 60s type of property. We do win all kinds of accolades, like I mentioned, for our properties, and we also won this accolade for the best moderate budget hotel from the Theme Park Insiders Awards. So we have 2,200 rooms here, and with all kinds of really cool activities for families to enjoy. As a matter of fact, it'll give you a good idea here. We have a bowling alley for families to enjoy here. We have 2 separate pools, one with a water slide, the other one with a lazy river. We do also have different room categories. Now, the room categories here are more simple. You either have a room that sleeps 4, which would be a standard room. We have a kitchenette suite here on the top left-hand side, and that would sleep 6. That will be 2 queen beds, sofa bed with partition doors for privacy and a kitchenette area. Has a microwave, half a size refrigerator and so forth. And then, of course, a shared bathroom facility has been compartmentalized for everyone to enjoy. On the bottom right-hand side, that is an image of the living area of our 2-bedroom suites that sleep a total of 8. And the view from these rooms are just incredible. Actually, we have standard rooms also that have this view, but you're actually able to see the entire volcano. The windows are from floor to ceiling, and when you open up the drapes, the volcano is right there, and it's just alive. So it's pretty cool. Aventura Hotel is one of our newest hotels as well from the last couple of years. It's urban chic, pretty much modern, 17 stories, a boutique feel, 600 rooms. And kind of gives you an idea how the rooms look like. This is high tech. We have, of course, robots that deliver things to the rooms. We also have tablets where you could go ahead and control the air conditioner, order things from the menus. You could actually change the television through the tablet. So all kinds of fun stuff there when it comes to Aventura. And again, these are our on-site premises of the resort. Now, not too far away, we do have our newest summer resort, which is the Surfside Inn and Suites. We just opened up this last summer. It is our value property. The one thing about the Surfside Inn and Suite, it's a self-service property, meaning there's no full-service restaurant that's anchored here. It does have pretty much all these different food stations that you would grab and go. Of course, we have incredible pools here, high ceilings in the rooms. But as I mentioned, self-service, it also means that housekeeping will not make your room unless you're there for 7 days, and they will give you notification upon check-in that on the 4th day they will make the room. And what I mean making the room is making the bed. They will go in there and they will go ahead and provide fresh towels and throw the trash out and so forth. But that's pretty much it. But the price is incredible. Prices start at like at $85 for a standard room, and we have 50% of the rooms at these properties, the Surfside Inn Suites and Dockside Inn Suites, have 2-room suites, and the 2-room suites start about $130 or so. But again, just great pricing. Dockside Inn Suites was about to open, so it hasn't officially been open, but it will be opening up very soon. It's right across the street, but also with the same feel and vibe as the Surfside Inn Suites. when it comes down to the vacation package, just be aware that the true value of the presentation that I'm doing is really going to the agent at the Cruise Holidays of Kansas and having them put it all together for you. They can build the ultimate vacation package and offer you the best value and guide you through all the different options that they have available. A lot of people don't realize that we have lots of, whether it be from features and benefits of products or just products that are only available through travel agents. And so you definitely want to reach out to them so they can go ahead and help you, guide you through the process. There's some great savings, and they'll be able to go ahead and point out those savings to you. Here's just an example of some of them. You could save up to $200 for a package as long as it's 2 nights or more, includes a 3-park ticket. And the discounts could be anywhere from $10 up to $200, depending on how many nights you stay. And there's other savings that could be incorporated into the same package that they could also share with you. They could incorporate many different things into your package, whether it be a dining plan of different types. We have full service, quick service dining plans, some quick service that also includes some beverage cups or refillable beverage cups. As a matter of fact, our dining plans are very flexible. We don't have to have a dining plan for everyone who stays in the room, or if you're there for 7 days but you only want 3 days of dining plan, that's fine, no problem. So lots of flexibility in that sense as well. And also your dining plans, like the entitlements, if you don't use them all, you could save the cards and use them for a later trip as well. They could also include character dining, like the Marvel character dining. Captain America shows up, Spider-Man, Wolverine, the Cyclops, all those characters show up. Of course, we also have the Despicable Me character breakfast, the LOEWS, which we referenced a little bit earlier at the Royal Pacific. All that can be incorporated into a package. We do offer, in addition to the theme park tickets, above and beyond that, there's VIP experiences. If you want to go ahead and really pamper yourself, these are tour guides that are so knowledgeable about the rides, the storylines. They actually take you through back doors. It's just beyond express. This is really going through it, and you're going to be on the first row if that's what you want on the ride. They really pamper the customer to make sure that they enjoy the ride. And there's private ones and non-private ones, and they can do private tours for 1 or 2 parks. And these are the things that a travel agent can go ahead and help you kind of figure out what's really right for you. Blue Man Group, transportation, photos, all that could be incorporated into a vacation package. Why Universal? Well, really what it boils down to is that we understand the power, and we tell people understand the power of Harry Potter. It's a great experience. And I'll tell you, I'm not a Harry Potter enthusiast myself, but when I go into those worlds, I can't help but get mesmerized by what I see. It's because of J.K. Rowling and her storyline. We have so many different immersive attractions. We really have brought the books to life. We have state-of-the-art attractions as well with technology, whether it be from the roller coasters and or 3D experiences. And of course, our hotels. We keep winning accolades for the different hotels, and we have different themes and different price points for you to enjoy. And it really is fun for all ages. Pretty much something for everyone is what it really boils down to. And I want to thank you so much for listening to my presentation. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and hand control back to you. Now you have to give me a second to be able to remember to do this here. Now, Mimi, am I going to send that to you, or do I send that to Tammy?
Yeah, you can
Nicole, please let me know.
Send it to Tammy, or I can send it to Tammy. Here, I'll send it to Tammy. There you go.
I just sent it to her.
Okay.
Great. Let me get set up here and get in presentation mode. And you should be hearing me. So are we good to go, or do you all need to tie up the previous conversation there, Mimi and Mark?
No, I think you're good to go. Thank you so much for being on here. We're excited to hear more.
Well, thank you. Well, I'll go ahead and start my presentation. My name is Tammy, and I am with Disney Destinations. Now, Disney Destinations incorporates quite a few things when it comes to vacation opportunities with Disney, one of which you see on the screen, which is Adventures by Disney. And I'm going to highlight some of the domestic products we have with Adventures by Disney, but I don't want to forget about the European opportunities